What's up? This is Natan Levy. I'm here with Deadly Art of Survival and Rolling with Ronin.
In this unprecedented time, when so many of hip-hop's greats are dying from health issues, depression, mental illness, drug and alcohol abuse, whether they're young or middle-aged, I wanted to share my love for martial arts and a more healthy lifestyle and be the bridge between the hip-hop community and the martial arts one. Come roll with me as I journey to get healthier and learn more of the martial way. This is Rolling with Ronin.
Having dreams of everlasting life. Clouds underneath my bed, gently lifting high. Sitting forward to embrace the view. My face confused, time changing, maybe April Fools. Forget the rules, I be breaking.
What's up, y'all? DJ J-Ronin, All Elements TV. And this is another episode of Rolling with Ronin, representing the Daily Art of Survival magazine. And here we have us, a very great fighter who I respect, who I've been following for years. Natan Levy. Guys, this from UFC to Kyokushin to the Ultimate Fighting Self-Defense Champion, but Ultimate Self-Defense Championship.
Yep.
Oh my God. Let's talk a little bit about your background. Where did you grow up and how did you first get into martial arts?
So I grew up in Herzliya, Israel, and I got into martial arts at 15 years old. I tried some different things before that, karate, judo, but never stuck to it because I didn't have the discipline.
Right. But
when I was 15, I really wanted to start training seriously and stick to something. So I started with Kung Fu.
What style of Kung Fu?
Pangai Nun.
Okay.
Like Southern style. And it was mostly Kung Fu with a little bit of karate mixed in. But then a year later when I started training, a couple times a week, which turned into every day, which turned into all day, every day. And only a year later, I already flew with my coach to Japan to train with the masters in Okinawa.
Right.
And this is when this is where we went full karate. Like we dropped the Kung Fu and went full karate almost.
What rank were you when you first went to Okinawa?
When I first went to Okinawa, I was brown belt. No, I was like blue belt in Kung Fu. They had the belt system.
Like a sash? Yeah. Right.
And we went there I was there for a month. Came back, did my last year of school. Got my black belt in Kung Fu. And then I went to Okinawa for another 4 months. And I got my black belt in karate there.
And that was hardcore training every day?
Hardcore training every day. Like 7 a.m. or even before the master picks you up with his car. And we would go to an Okinawan school. Regular kids, but to get their to graduate, they need a school system black belt. So they bring masters because it's a very high-end school. They would bring some regular coaches, but what they would do is put me in the first class. All the students would come in, train, I would train with them, and then they would all leave. New class comes in, I'm staying. And I'm doing like this 6-7 classes a day.
So like 7-8 hours or more training.
And then when this is over, the master would drop us off at the house. We would rest for a couple hours and then get on our bicycle, paddle 25 miles to the dojo.
Damn.
Yeah. And then train for like 3 hours and ride the bicycle back home.
Wow.
Next day, started all over again.
So 50 miles on a bike.
Yeah.
8 hours of training.
25 miles uphill, but at least after the training, 25 miles downhill.
So that's how you got used to having a six-pack all this time, huh?
Yeah, I lost like 20 pounds in 3 months in Okinawa.
Oh my God.
4 months.
What was the training like? Was it a lot of Makawara, conditioning?
A lot of conditioning. Makiwara, yeah, some, but less. A lot of mainly kata, body conditioning, and sparring.
Okay.
The style is only like eight kata for your third degree. So everybody does the same thing, like Kihon, all the basics.
Right.
And then everybody does the katas until where they know.
Right.
If at the
How
time,
long is the kata though? Is it like
No, not
60 movement kata or like a 20, like a Heian?
not very long.
Yeah.
But while you would do it, sometimes they would hit you the whole time.
With a shinai?
Yeah, or just
Woo.
punches and kicks. And when you're done, you would go start makiwara until everybody's done.
Right, right.
And then we would do body conditioning.
Right, with the
and
forearms.
sparring. So it was
right.
very repetitive, very repetitive work. Not a ton of kata, but just the same kata over and over again while you're getting hit. And this was the training.
Right. What about the sparring? Was it like Kyokushin sparring, or could you punch in the face as well?
So growing up, we would do sparring with like no gear at all.
Right.
And we could punch each other in the face, kick each other in the groin. This is how I grew up
Damn.
sparring.
No
Yeah.
cup?
No cup.
Oh,
We would
boy.
you would adapt because the horse stance, you'd be sideways, and then everything that goes towards your groin, you just block it pretty
Right, right.
easily.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you're ready for it and you train for it, it's actually not that common to get hit anymore.
Right.
Face punches, we would maybe like hold the punch a little bit loose and like
Right,
hit each
right.
other in the face. That's how I lost my my 2 front teeth.
Right.
And
You got some implants? I got about 6.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a crown, like
Yeah.
and and when I got to Okinawa, it was different because they would spar more like Kyokushin style.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they were much stronger than anything I've seen before, all the
Right.
Japanese guys. But they would just hit the body really hard and no contact with the face unless it's kicks.
Right, right. Right.
Which one Japanese guy kicked this tooth out of my mouth.
Oof. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that experience was crazy, and then you came back to Israel. You had earned a black belt out in Okinawa by then?
Yeah.
Right, right. So what was the transition to MMA?
So I came back from Okinawa
Right.
and I started teaching. But my friend told me, let's watch UFC 100.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, nah, I don't know, this stuff would not work. All kinds of things I heard.
You grew up
growing
watching UFC and all that?
So I was watching before I started training. I would watch like Pride and
love
and
Pride.
UFC.
K1,
Yeah,
what-
you would
I was
download the
watching.
fight, you don't know what happened.
Right, right.
You might download a virus, but
Oh, a torrent?
yeah,
Yeah,
but like even before torrent.
yeah.
But I loved it. But then I started to train, and it wasn't what I was doing, so I kind of lost interest. And I
Right.
watched UFC 100. Before that, my friend showed me Frank Mir, knee bar Brock Lesnar. He told me tonight's the rematch, and I was like, wow, this stuff works.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
Yeah, and
Very
the
big.
beautiful, jiu-jitsu execution he had there.
Right, right. Had you done much grappling at that point?
Only like a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I watched it. It was awesome. Then we said,
Right.
next month, let's watch it again. Another event, UFC 101, 102.
Right.
By the time, a year had passed, I was starting to think of doing it myself. And one day I got offered to be on like an Israeli copy of the Ultimate Fighter.
Right, right.
So they said, hey, we're gonna bring a bunch of guys, they're gonna live in a house, train, fight each other. And I was like, okay, I'm down. So I started running and I started training for it. And I had a friend who was a judo brown belt, so we started grappling.
Right.
Thing is, he was a judo brown belt, but I hadn't trained for like 15 years.
And so he was rusty. Shout out to Freddie.
Yeah, he was rusty, but
Yeah.
he showed me some good stuff. And after that, whenever I could, I bought my flight ticket to Vegas
Right.
and came to the US to become a UFC fighter.
What was the first league you were fighting in?
So I fought amateur in Tough Enough,
Okay.
and then I turned pro and I fought for LFA.
Right, LFA.
And then in
How many,
2020,
how many fights did you have in that?
I went, I think, 5-0.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anybody that's become well known?
from LFA,
Yeah.
ton of guys.
Yeah.
Like all
What
the
guys that you fought in particular?
Few guys, but the main thing is at those levels, a lot of the guys have a lot of confidence because they're undefeated and they're climbing up.
Right.
And then the first time they get like beat up,
Right.
many of them quit. So actually the one that persevered got good and got wins and developed, but many people, their first loss is their last fight.
I mean, I feel like if you catch a L, you gotta keep, don't let it stop you.
Definitely, but again,
it's ego, it's pride.
Ego, it's mental. Even, you know what, some people lose that first fight and then they go from 5-0 to 5-5 because they can never regain that confidence they had before the loss. But I think this also depends, of course, on the person, and I'm not judging, but I think a lot of the time, it's just resilience. Can you persevere? Can you push through? And if you believe when you win, you're on top of the world, and you believe you are undefeated, and then you lose, and that means you lose all your confidence, then everything was based on a lie. But if okay, I'm pretty good, I'm gonna do my best, I'm trying to win, I know I'm not gonna win them all, but I'm gonna keep fighting, I think that's a better mentality.
Yeah. And if you watch MMA, some people, it's just not a good matchup for a particular style.
Exactly.
Some people are great grapplers, some people are great strikers, some people are great at ground and pound, some people are great at getting submissions on the ground. Everyone's different. Some people are very well rounded.
Yep.
So it's you got to know your game plan for each individual fighter. And if they're a great striker and you're not a great striker, maybe you should focus more on what you do.
Yeah, definitely. It's also matchmaking, because some people say, I might beat Joe in 2 years, but not today, right? If Khabib would have fought McGregor in his first fight in the UFC, who would know what it would look like?
Right.
But he fought him when he was his champion, so he had already built a few years in the UFC, he had much more experience. Right. He was the champion with the belt, coming with that confidence.
Right.
So the timing is also important. You can beat a wrestler, but not when you've been wrestling for 2 months. Maybe when you keep fighting and you've been wrestling for 3 years, now you can beat a wrestler.
Right. Definitely. What happened with UFC? I know, I saw your statement on Instagram, but I don't know the whole story.
Not me really like too much of a story. I was fighting for them. I was very, blessed to be able to achieve this status and fighting for the UFC.
Right.
I wanted to fight more often, but I wasn't able to. Not due to injury or anything, just due to booking.
Right.
And after I lost my last fight, they decided to release me a year after the fight.
It's a long time.
That's a long time. And this one was not happy with. But of course, at the end of the day, every fighter wants to fight in the UFC because this is the highest level possible.
Right.
But I'm also very, I love fighting. I don't love waiting around. I love training, but I don't like training for a fight that never happens.
Right.
So I'm very happy to be able now to fight elsewhere and keep fighting as long as I'm young. And after that, we'll move on to the next chapter.
I saw you fought in the Kyokushin tournament in Japan. What was that like, the transition?
That was awesome. I haven't done the Kyokushin rule set in years since I was doing karate in Japan. But there was an opportunity. I was just released from the UFC, and even while I was in the UFC, I wanted to do it, but I was not allowed. So now I could finally do it. There was somebody that got injured and pulled out of the world tournament. So they offered it to me and I took it. It was a great time.
Right. Are you still going to be fighting karate combat? I know there was some issues. Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. What are your future plans as far as leagues? And
I don't know right now. I'm looking to fight in June. So whoever will offer me a fight in June, I'll show up and I'll fight.
Maybe Netflix, right? You never know.
You never know.
Except to the Paul brothers. Well, we'll see. Tell me a little bit about what is it like as an Israeli fighter, a Jewish fighter in today's society, especially after October 7th. How were things before October 7th and now? I see you get a lot of hate online, a lot of trolls and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of people show hate online, and I'll tell you something, many people ask me why I don't delete it. Why won't you delete it, all these nasty comments? Because they're showing their face and I'm not going to hide it for them.
Right.
So I'm happy that they're actually showing their face instead of thinking this in their heart, but acting nice and being fake. At least some of them are real enough to say what they think.
Right.
And anybody that's a normal human being and sees these comments, I think will be shocked and terrified by the people, by their neighbor. They would
crazy.
think, oh,
yeah,
this guy is just like me. He just wants peace. He's not racist. Many people are. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up, in more secular household, but as I started representing my heritage more, I just saw certain people changing how they treated me in the hip hop world or in even in martial arts. Just things changed. Like oh, you one of them? Oh, okay. It's okay when you're quiet and shh. But now that you're loud and proud, so things definitely changed.
Absolutely.
I love that video when that one guy was talking crazy to you. He was some kind of I think he was a Nick Fuentes follower or something, and you just put him in his place. And I mean, he wasn't a great fighter. I think he had a little bit of taekwondo.
Yeah, great fighter, definitely not. At least he was brave enough to come into the gym after all he talked.
Yeah. How do you feel about the so-called manosphere nowadays? A lot of them have put out a lot of anti-Semitic comments and whatnot, and you got guys like Andrew Tate. People act like he's so amazing. Not a big fan of him, and he's hanging out with Kanye and partying in the clubs with songs like Heil Hitler. It really, bothers me. As a fan of you, I love to see you put him in his place, but that's probably unlikely that he's older and kind of washed.
Yeah, I think washed would mean that he must have been something, but he wasn't. He's never been anything, so I don't think washed is the right saying. But I think it's pathetic, and I really pity the guy that sits at home and watches this, and that's his male figure role model.
It's terrible. I mean, they obviously hate women. Of course, many of them hate Jews, hate us. It's disgusting, and I feel like people that watch it, you're not going to get a girlfriend or wife following these guys. They're going to lead you down a lonely path.
Yep. Yeah, their path is definitely one of self-destruction, and you can tell it. They eat their own all the time. They act like they're friends, and they throw each other under the bus. Even Andrew Tate kind of snitched on his friends, like, "Oh, I didn't play it.
Well,
it was this guy."
Yeah.
If it was your boy, you wouldn't say that, right? But
no,
they're just trying to, keep themselves clean, if that's even possible. I don't think that's possible. So I really don't care about them. I just feel sorry for any young man that doesn't have a father or a coach or somebody that's actually going to show them what it is to be a man.
Join a good dojo that cares about you guys. That's a good mentor, not these manosphere weirdos.
Yeah.
Do you still teach martial arts at all?
I teach seminars.
There's one today, right, in New York City?
Yeah, one today in New York City. We're going to do one today that's fundamentals, which for me is self-defense. How to punch, how to kick, how to grab somebody, how to grapple. For me, that's the fundamentals of self-defense. Now, on top of that, you have awareness of your surrounding, de-escalation, and different tools that will help you to defend yourself. But as far as fighting, today what we're doing, MMA fundamentals or self-defense for me is the same thing.
Right.
And tomorrow we're doing more advanced training for people who actually already have experience and they want to learn more. They know how to punch, but they want to learn which punch to use, when, how, what's the timing, what's the distance, how do I set it up, how do I make my opponent think this is the punch that's coming, but something else is coming.
Right, fake it out.
Exactly, fakes, feints.
Right.
So tomorrow is going to be more advanced, more strategy, higher level concept. Today is very basic.
Right.
For people who don't know anything yet, or for people who want to sharpen up their fundamentals.
Are you more of a southpaw?
I'm a southpaw.
Right. Can you fight orthodox as well? You switch up?
I can switch,
Or you stick mostly?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, most people are used to sparring or fighting orthodox.
Right.
And right-handed. So the moment I switch my stance to orthodox, I'm basically making myself an easier target because people are more used to sparring. So I prefer to stay southpaw. If I see an opportunity for a specific technique or a move that requires me to switch stance, I'll do it.
Right. Speaking of self-defense, how was it going to Australia doing the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge? I watched the first 2 seasons. I think there's a third season. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Third season we filmed last year in Lithuania.
Has it come out yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I need to catch up on that. And you won the second and the third season?
Watch it and find out.
Okay. Watch it and find out. But I know you didn't win the second season.
Yeah.
That's hands down. How was that experience? I remember the clip of you, not the clip, there was a scenario where you were the bouncer and you just axe kicking people and just destroying everybody in the club. I was like, oh my God. Have you been in a lot of bar fights growing up?
I've been in a couple fights. Not in a bar. I actually worked as a bouncer many times, but I don't really like hurting people, so I try not to.
But you was going in the scenarios.
In the scenarios, it was my job. It's a competition.
That was great. Do you ever plan on teaching karate or judo, jiu-jitsu in the future?
Look, everything I teach has a karate flavor on it.
Right.
And I teach what I think is right for the moment. If it's karate, great. If it's boxing, great. I know definitely my karate is my strong suit. I'm not gonna teach your boxer how to box.
Right.
But again, I feel like this MMA striking is something different. It's the whole is larger than the sum of its parts. So you can be the best Muay Thai fighter in the world, but in MMA you would get taken down, or you would not be able to translate it with 4-ounce gloves. Take what is right from all the martial arts for your sport, your rule set. If the rule set is MMA, things need to be changed a little bit. And if the rule set is self-defense, I think MMA is probably the closest.
What's your current rank in various systems that you train in?
I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Uechi-Ryu Karate. I'm a brown belt in Kyokushin Karate, and I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Nice.
Oh, and black belt in Kung Fu.
Right. What was it like just learning grappling and the locks? It was so different. I grew up striking and then learning more I do more Sanukas Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. It's very New York, but there's a lot of wrist locks, a lot of throws. It's like boxing, karate, and then getting to that lock, getting to that break, and not too much groundwork though. But it's learning all those locks and those throws, those sweeps. It was so different for me, from just basic kickboxing, karate.
Completely, kind of contradicts, because in striking everything is kind of going out,
right?
And in grappling everything is kind of going in. You grab somebody, you choke them here, not over there. You kick, your horse stance, everything is always going out. Now you armbar, you need everything to go in, the knees pinch. So it's different muscles, and it kind of contradicts your muscle memory as far as striking. So you really need to focus on absorbing the new techniques. But if you're willing to do it, it's a ton of fun.
Right. Do you incorporate Kung Fu into any of your sparring?
Again, I think there's a little bit of a flavor to it. If my stance shows it, my kicks, a lot of it, but you have a Kung Fu guard and stuff, no.
Yeah, maybe like sticky hands or getting into...
Again, it makes me, I think, understand things differently and know how to control my body. And the sparring and the drills we used to do definitely build me as a fighter.
Right.
But as far as Kung Fu moves, very few. Left hand first, 1. Other hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now, I'm going to bring my strong leg behind me, and I'm going to get into my fight stance. Yeah. My elbows are by my body, and my hands has got to be cheekbone height. Okay? It's okay for the hands to not touch the face. They can hover, but they gotta be cheekbone height. That way, if somebody punches me, I can deflect, I can block, I can cover. But if my hands are here and somebody punches me, it's gonna take too long to come all the way up and I'm gonna get hit. So from here, whatever you're comfortable, this way or that way, it's up to you. 1, lead hand. 2, rear hand. Yeah, I wanna rotate. Basically aim where I'm punching with my knee. So I need to lift my heel and turn my hip. Again, lead hand 1, rear hand 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for example, if I'm southpaw, right, and you're orthodox,
Right.
body kick is always open, right, because this is my power side and this is your liver. If I were to switch stance, throw this body kick, and also your liver is not there. So it's so much work to switch stance for the same kick, and the organ is not there, so that's a waste of time, right? But if I were to switch stance,
boom,
for the back kick,
right,
now this is a good reason. If I'm here and I kick, right, I could do it, but the liver is not there.
right. The ribs is there though.
Of course, like I could definitely make damage, but this would be more of like a KO shot.
Right.
So just, this is why I'm always playing toe kick, roundhouse, here, side kick, that way I stop you. If I go for a front kick with my lead leg, I could slip and fall right into your counter.
Right.
But if I'm here, right, I would slip towards your rear side, punch me, same thing, I'm still facing you.
Right.
So different tools for different job. And when you're southpaw and you're orthodox, open stance is one thing. If we're close stance, same stance is different. But maybe low kick more. I wouldn't kick here because I would land on your back a lot of the times. This would be weaker, so I would need to switch, right?
Right.
Or kick,
Right.
block it.
Fake out to the hook kick. Nice.
Exactly. So different stance, different tools.
Right. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Us. Once again, Rolling with Ronin, Natan Levy, Daily Survival Magazine, DJ J-Ronin signing out.